So we know what to expect, guys. You guys have done this before and seen this many times. I mean, see the sell off overnight, get the rally in the morning, and then a continuation of that trend. On a two-way trading day, you could see trend change several times. So newer people, again, mind the pivot. More experienced traders, you're going to probably look for a really strong sell signal from the pivot on the YM. Yes, maybe even the same thing. Look for a really strong sell signal from the pivot. Pivot. Just curious here, is there anybody who's grabbing a piece of the long signal with the W on the ES? Anybody grabbing a piece of that? Hey, Corey's here. Good job. All right. Hey, there you are. Hey, Wilbur. What's up? Hey, Brian. You're so funny, Corey. Looks like you might get something similar in the YM here pretty soon. You all had a good weekend. Ooh. I did something this weekend I promised myself I would never do for the rest of my life.
What's that?
Help somebody move.
Oh gosh, that is the worst.
Luckily, it wasn't very much.
I was like, oh, we're open.
And we are open for business, guys. Hopefully, you guys are catching the long signal, like we said. Manager office. Nice. Corey's done for the day. Please. What's her name? Oh man. Somebody did say expect to push up, right?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody could have had the buy stop in. YM. ES was easy. Great job, Corey. Please. Uh-oh. What coach USA please do? What did I do wrong? Fine move. Move. Oh. Move furniture. Ugh. Couches and dressers. Oh my. to be done for the day, Corey. Great job. How many people are catching some of the long guys? Your sell signal on the YM and the uptrend. Not quite 6 minutes in. So those that are newer, you know you got to wait 6 minutes straight off the pivot with the ES. So those trend traders, you got your chance to grab a couple ticks. Now the trend is up on the YM. Oh my goodness. Two-way trading, guys. That's what it's looking like right now. So those of you that are long, squeeze your stops up. Everybody else, still got a few more minutes.
Be patient.
Before 9:36. So just be patient.
You'll get a shot.
If you do not have permission to trade in the first 6 minutes, don't be pressing buttons. Right, guys? Right? So those that know that have permission to trade in the first 6 minutes, you're more welcome to do this. If you're not an experienced trader, you're not already profitable, we have the 6-minute rule for a reason. So you don't start guessing and pressing the short button after a little moves over and all of a sudden you get stopped out. You're going to get frustrated with that this morning, guys. You're going to get frustrated with that. So wait 6 minutes. Let it flush out, guys. More experienced people are taking the long trades until they get stopped out, or staying long until they get stopped out. Everybody else, just be patient. Just be patient. It kind of started lackluster, neutral area. Another sign that we could be in two-way trading. Guess what? If it goes back below the pivot, trend is down again. So you've got to understand how two-way trading works, guys. If you don't, talk to a coach. This is just what happens. You got your M's, you got your W's. So pointing this out, trying to point it out for you guys. Got the sell signal off the pivot like we talked about on the ES. Done for the day. A couple gongs already. Corey and Wilbur are done for the day.
That's nice.
Wake everybody up real quick.
Do it.
Love it, guys. Way to go. Way to get done early too. That's the easiest way to do it. Now, those of you trend traders who follow the instructions, how many of you guys follow the instructions? Very clearly went up to the zone. What did I tell you on the YM? Let it go up to the zone. Take the sell signal. On the ES, look for a strong sell signal from the pivot. Who is following those instructions? I want to know who is short following instructions. So that was easy button. If you followed the plan we came out with this morning, you had experienced traders had the long, and those who are trend only traders had their opportunity at the short trades. Hey, how about that? Now, obviously on the ES, you want to squeeze those stops down a little bit. YM, got a decent little trade on your hands there, right? 28 is probably a good goal for that. Look for a little counter trend W starting to happen, or on the ES, look for that little W on the first touch rule. Obviously on the YM, you're squeezing your stops down. We did get to a zone, so you want to lock in profits on the YM. Maybe even mid-Bollinger Band would be okay. Somewhere in this area. Just make sure you have profits locked in, because it is two-way trading. Hey, how about that? Well, W long on the ES. Long signal on the YM out of a zone. I think we said trust the zones. Correct? Did we say that? So simple instructions this morning. Look for the sell signal after a rally. Boom, got it. Trade with the zones. From the low side of the zone, top side of the zone. Trade through the zones. Check. Look for the sell signals from the pivots. Check. So you had a chance at a long trade and a decent short trade, both ES and YM. Decent short trade, and then the YM has given you another chance, and the ES at a decent little long trade here. Two-way trading. You pick a side. You don't have to press a button every 2 minutes. I'm here just pointing out what's happening to you guys. Hey, look, this is what was exactly in our plan this morning. All right, so now it's past 6 minutes. So anybody should be able to be what do we say? You're now free to trade around the country. Ding.
Southwest. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Brought to you by Southwest.
Southwest. Sponsor.
Brought to you by Southwest. So, how many people got either a piece of the short or the long? You did have the long signal right after the coming into the 6 minute mark, so could have gotten that long signal both YM, ES, even if you weren't allowed to trade through the first 6 minutes. Captain K, nice, good job. Two-way trading at its finest right now, guys. At its finest. Two-way trading at its finest right now. So don't just be pressing buttons. If you're newer and you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not attuned with trading both ways, then what do? You have two options: sit on your hands or trade with the trend only. Well, how can I do that when the trend changes every time it goes above and below the pivot?
Right? Especially when it's hovering right around the pivot.
How can I do that? Well, you don't trade on the pivot.
Right.
You do exactly what we said to do. You trade out of the zones. Look at that. That's not complicated, is it, guys? That's what you do. Don't trade around the pivot. If you're new, trade out of the zones. Simple. Yes, you're kind of getting the same type of deal here with the pivot acting like resistance. 3 attempts you could have had to short off the pivot. Now, obviously, first long attempt after 6 minutes, first short attempt came with this little M after 6 minutes on the ES. So the ES, make sure you have your targets off on the short side. Those of you short on the ES should have your targets off now. If we break below the 89 on the ES, expect a little bit more selling. It's off. Move your stop to a no lose spot on the ES, and you're good to go. YM, newer people, be patient unless you're still trailing on the long side. Stop would be probably 625, 627, 626. Easy, minimum stop. First touch rule again on the ES, but guess what? It's teetering around the pivot. Both ESYM teetering around the pivot. I believe we did say that the markets could take a push for the pivot this morning, guys. So if you just to be cautious, if you're newer, a lot of people tend to get chewed up around the pivot. They keep guessing long, short, long, short, long, short. So as a newer trader, beware the pivot. You may not want to trade through it. Again, trust the zones. Don't get yourself stuck in the middle somewhere. Now, again, more advanced traders on the ES, obviously, you are either trading the shorts from the pivot or the longs off oversold stochastics. The ES is giving you actually really nice little W's and M's to trade if you want to take those trades. One's going to end up being a decent sized trade, like the long that you should have been in before the open. Both YM and ES had decent little longs off of W's on before the open that anybody could have been in and taken advantage of that quick little ride up on the open. Other than that, you guys should just either just be trailing on the long side. YM, same thing with ES. You can still be trailing on the long side, guys. Or you're gonna be patient and take those sell signals. It's a simple thing. I want to keep you guys out of the middle today. You can stay out of the middle, give it a chance. So what there's the W's and M's. If you're going to take a trade out of somewhere that's kind of in the middle of no man's land, you want to confirm that with a WM, plain and simple. Now you guys on the YM can move your stops up a little bit. You took the long signal from the zone on the YM. Captain K took the short. Who took the long signal from the zone on the YM? It'd be more than one person. Gotta do something to wake everybody up this morning.
It's one of those days.
You took the short trade, didn't you? I knew it, Corey. It's decent. I mean, I did say to look for a sell signal from the pivot.
Corey's done for the day.
That's a good trade.
Right. Yeah, right.
You break from premature gong, you don't get another gong. Now you're back to a zone on the YM. All right, get done then, buddy. Get on out of here. Get done. Close that thing down. Get your stuff done. All right. And those of you on trial, welcome to the Liberty Trading Club. We are patient traders. We do wait for some very specific trade setups. And we obviously are in a two-way trading phase, if you will, for both YM and ES. So eight, actually not a bad. A little aggressive. Good target down here would be something like there between 30, 31 and 28. On the ES short there. Be patient. Look for a decent sell signal on the YM, or you just stay long. That's that simple. Uptrend now on the YM. Now here's the neat thing about it. First touch rule actually keeps you in a long environment here. There's another little W on the ES from a zone. Plan worked. Just follow the plan. Sell signal on the YM starting to form. Obviously, you should have targets off if you took the long signal on the ES out of the zone. If not, that is okay. So somewhere around here should be a decent short side target on the ES. And the ES is staying in a downtrend, guys. So those sell signals are going to be pretty good for at least a couple points, right? So be aware of that. All right, addiction. Well, you tend to be pretty good at it, though, Corey. These people who are addicted are pretty good. Well, I don't know.
I was going to say that works both ways.
Right.
It can be good, but that can be bad.
Right. If you're losing money and it's your addiction, ouch. If you're making money, it's your addiction. Stay addicted. Were you talking, Paul?
No.
Were you?
No.
Saw
Can
the
you hear
little
me?
like, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
For
you
some
saw the
reason, I saw
little
the
bar
little.
moving?
Yeah. I'm like, was anybody saying anything?
As a
Did you
background
hear
noise,
me?
maybe?
It was a ghost.
No landscapers. That's good. It is Monday, so.
W's are working. The M's are working. Yes, it's starting to chop a little bit. Two-way trading days. On two-way trading days, you want to confirm your trades with W's and M's. Or trade out of a zone. Keep saying that, guys. One or the other. Probably want to be patient. If you didn't catch those first few trades on the ES, guys, you're going to just have to be patient. And I guarantee there's some people that are pretty red this morning because they didn't follow the instructions. So if you're red, stop trading for the time being. Wait, be patient. Wait for a good setup. There's a lot of people that are plenty green already that I know of. Why? Follow the instructions. Got the long signal on the open, both ES, YM. Got the short off the pivot with the ES and the short out of the zone with the YM. And then those that waited the 6 minutes had their opportunity both short on the ES and long signal on the YM. That's all you had to do was be patient, guys. That is all you had to do. And then again, another little long signal you could still be in on the ES if you wanted to. Gradual stop, never got hit on that, right? No matter where you entered this puppy at, your stop didn't get hit. Or you played it both ways. The advice was to trade out of the zones, though. Passionate. Passionate. Passion fruit, Corey. That was bad. That was pretty bad, wasn't it?
I was gonna say,
Pretty bad.
yeah, not your
Pretty
better,
bad.
yeah,
My best work.
not your best work.
Not my best work.
All right. This is summertime trading.
What's that?
I said, this is summertime trading.
Sometimes, hey, you got to take your chances. What did I tell you guys?
That's right.
Early on, you get a chance. You see a good trade, you got to jump on it. Because now, yes, you got chop. YM starting to chop around some. So the only thing that you can look for probably now on the ES
Grable.
is some type of breakout trade, right?
Yep.
You say Grable.
Well, it's setting up.
Actually, we
Setting
could
up pretty
start thinking
nicely
about
on
a
the
Grable
ES.
trade.
I like it on
Yeah.
the ES.
Yes, you guys could look at possibly a Grable breakout.
So we got high of 43.75, low of 36.25. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would
could be a
that would work.
pretty decent. Could be a pretty darn decent Grable trade.
If there's any oomph in it.
Could be. I mean, as far as that goes, you could possibly let's see what the YM Grable would look like.
I don't think it looks as good. Because it's been
Those look pretty good, huh?
direct. Does it? See, I don't know. I mean, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Yeah, it would work. The high
Not as
Yeah, I
as
like the ES setup better.
not as cool looking as the ES would be
Yeah.
right now.
The ES is balancing right in between. I like it.
Setting up for it's setting up for a really nice Crable trade this morning. All right, there you go, guys. The living is
Yeah, I like
easy.
Summertime.
Throw a tomato at me. A little brief one this weekend for some people. It was pretty fun.
To do some stand up.
It was like a small group of people testing some stuff.
It'd be fun to go see
Fun
you
the
do some
funs of
stand
it.
up.
Yeah. Small group. That way I don't get tomatoes thrown at me. Just heckling. Just heckling. No fruit allowed in my show. No fruit allowed. Did anybody do the long signal from the zone here on the ES? Anybody do that? You guys grab the long signal from the zone? Like chances upon chances of grabbing that. Good job, Monica, on the ES. That was not a hard trade, guys. Never had original stop hit. You just had to be patient to take your targets. It is the plan, guys, today. Make these trades from the zones. And tick. Well, you should be taking profit targets. If you're in the ES doing this, Monica, you should be taking profit targets now. Get those targets off. Oh, YM. Long signal. There wasn't really a long signal in the YM unless you did it back here at like 944. Did you back here at 944 on the little W first touch rule? No. You tried to catch it here on this W. Yeah, that's a tough one. Again, the zone and the two-way trading, I would probably be more inclined to look for a sell signal in this area, or at least make sure it gets a little bit more overbought than it is right now. That's a tough one to play right there. Hard time doing those little W's, especially in a zone when we're in a two-way trading environment. Those I have a hard time with. I'd rather have something come out of a. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully you manage it well enough to squeeze your stop up, minimize any losses, and move on. Or you have your original stop in, it hasn't been hit yet, one or the other. Either way, you can stick to your guns. So you know what? Keep my original stop in. Yeah. I mean, you could do one or the other. I just don't like that. I don't like that long trade at the top of a. I'd rather wait for it to swing back a little bit more. Still could work. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. You get in a trade and then you look back at it and you say, "Oh crap, I didn't want to be in this. This is not a great idea." Yes, people should be definitely having targets locked in at this point on the long side. How many people are getting your targets locked in on the long, on the ES, out of the zone? How many people are doing that? Who is doing it is a point I'm trying to make. Nobody's listening to me today. That's an easy long trade, guys. I'm going to repeat myself. Trade out of the zones. Trade out of the zones. Okay? Two-way trading day. Trade out of the zones. Trading in the chop. Gonna get chopped up. Looks like you might actually be able to do it there, Monica. You might be able to grab a couple targets. Oh, guys. By the way, I did say that I was going to do a special class on finding zones today. We have to do it Wednesday. Didn't realize that I had an appointment on the calendar this afternoon, so I've got to run out for a little bit during our lunch break. So the special class on finding zones will be on Wednesday, 12:30. All right, guys. Wednesday, 12:30, class on zones. Again, guys, those of you that are on trial, we'll reach out to you, see if you have any questions as you sit around and watch what we're doing. Obviously, hopefully, anybody on trial, just ask questions, participate. It's summer trading, it's slow trading. You guys can see that. There's not a ton of action happening right now. So, again, go back to the plan. The plan was for you guys to be long going into the open. Some people didn't do it because they don't listen. Then let it rally. Take the sell signal. Both YM, ES. That was the plan. Take the rally. Catch the sell signal. And then trade from the zones. You have that written down, right, Paul?
I do. Always do.
Was it? Isn't that what I told everybody to do this morning?
That's exactly what you said.
Huh?
Yep. That's it.
Okay. You guys have that written. You guys had that written down, right? Watch for the rally. Trade from the zone. Take the short after the rally. On the yes, do it on the pivot. You guys wrote that down? Okay. So 7 people said they wrote it down. All 7 of you. Did you follow it? I know Killer B did. Okay. Fritz did. Joshua did. Nice. Good job, guys. That means you have your green for the morning, guys, and you guys can be relaxed. If you follow that plan, I mean, if you got half the plan, if you just got the short, right? ES or YM, you just got the short. That was good. Or if you got the long after the short, two-way trading. You got any one of those 3 trades this morning, any one of the 3 that we walked through, and you were in good blessings. Any one of those 3 trades we walked through, long up for the open, the short, then the long out of the zone. Same for the YM, long on the open, the short from the zone, and the long again from the zone. Now the YM's just chopping. So Monica, anybody that did that long trade on the YM, you guys want to get your targets off. You should have a nice little hook down now. Should have had a chance to get a target off on the long side if you did the long trade. Mostly. If you mostly do it, probably still pretty decent. And the next chance at the long opportunity here on the YM, guys. So it is in an uptrend officially. Yes, now is officially uptrended. So what do you expect going from here, guys? Possibly another trend change today. Would that make sense? Or would that make sense? What is it, Princess Bride? Been mostly dead all day.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
That was a good one.
Oh, good job. Now you should be free and clear, Monica. Free and clear. Nice, Wilbur. So Wilbur's the only one in the long trade on the ES, guys? Shameful. Oh, you closed the position. Why? Why didn't you just trail it? Why didn't you just trail it up? He's a long signal. I mean, we can even try this. This try. Give that puppy a little try. Look how late that is. Oh my goodness, you're so late to the party. So late to the party. Gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. I'm gonna turn it off just so I can squeeze this up. Look at that. Made money. Even late to the party. Trade management. There you go. Trade management. That's not a ton of coin in the pocket, but trade management can make you money, guys. Obviously, on the ES, you guys want to stay long. Just keep trailing up. It's gonna be a nice little runner for you guys.
Yeah.
Nice little runner.
Would have been nice to get in.
Nice
There.
job, Ramon. Good trade.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah, I mean, you had everything in our rule set almost, guys. A little tiny W. Just a tiny little compact W. Obviously, it did come out of a zone. Oversold stochastics. Uptrend. Little buy signal. It was a nice trade. Good trade, Ramon. We are close to volatility.
Heck, even the Crable worked on the ES.
Did anybody do the Crable on the ES?
I actually did because I wasn't in the ES trade. And it worked. I would have much rather have Ramon's entry though.
That was also maybe you wait for a volatility move up. Should see YM should see a volatility move up early. There we go. Close to a volatility move. You had a sell signal. Now, if you're a patient little trend trader, I'll wait for the oversold stochastics. Try to find yourself a W to buy on. If not doing anything. So on the YM, who saw the volatility move and took the short signal? Good trend change again. Yes. Confirm your long signals. First touch rule, maybe you just don't want to stick a buy order in, right? You could and say, okay, I'm gonna risk 20 ticks, and that's it. Most likely you want to confirm that with a buy signal on the range chart or a W. Got it, guys? So if you're looking for the buy signal on the YM, confirm that puppy, or else you took the volatility move short. Either one. You want to confirm this with some type of buy signal other than just a first touch rule at this point. So I'm going to say that again on the YM. If you're going to look for the buy signal, you want to confirm that with something other than just a first touch rule, a little W or a buy signal on the range chart would be probably more preferable. 16 tick rule. Another little buy signal on the ES first touch rule with the 9 tick rule. Still probably waiting for the buy signal on the YM. Now, the good thing about it is there's not a ton of risk if you do try for the long signal on the YM here. Not a ton of risk in that whatsoever. Yes, folks, start getting your targets off on the long side. From the first touch rule, you should start getting those targets off pretty quick. Still probably being a little patient on the YM, guys. And again, if you are in the long from the first touch rule, tank W, you don't have a ton of risk in the trade. So you could do it. Just know that probabilities are a little bit lower on that one. So just put a stop in, right? That's all you got to do. Have your stop in. And don't be surprised if the ES doesn't really turn back around somewhere around this area. Got some little resistance up in this area here. The ES. Oops. Do that one more time. You got a little bit of room there, it looks like, on that long side. Again, just get your targets off now, guys, on the ES. You've had like minutes to get targets off on the ES now. So should be a pretty easy free and clear trade on the ES, guys. YM, you're still in that holding pattern, just being patient. We had pretty close to a volatility move, right? Monica pointed that out. They did. Pretty much had that on the ES as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Y'all did. Sure did. Man, the plan seems to be working pretty darn solid today. So being patient on the YM, guys. Just be patient. $10:30 train might come a little early today. 10:30 train may come a little early today, guys. So I think that Crable could still be in play on the short side in the ES right now.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be valid.
Yeah, you guys could keep
50.
that. Yeah, you could totally on the ES keep a sell stop in.
It's a good area.
Yeah. So in the ES, keep your Crable sell stops there. That could work pretty well for you. Again, lots of opportunities. Never did have your original stop get hit on the ES here, guys. Lots of opportunities to get those targets off. ES is giving you like 10 minutes to get a target off. Let's
No
see.
rush.
Almost. All right. Sorry. You've had 6 minutes on the ES to get those targets off. That way, if we start to see the reversal pattern, you are profitable on the trade. Just trade management, guys. Because guess what? There's a pretty good chance the ES could push back below the pivot. And let's see here. Obviously on the YM, like Monica pointed out, you did have the volatility move. Did anybody do the short signal on the YM, the volatility move short? Anybody take that? Oh, okay. Just pointing things out then. You could possibly start looking for this little W action on the YM now, guys. You could probably start looking for the little W action on the YM now. Another first touch roll on the ES, but didn't quite get oversold stochastics. So now you've had another chance to get a target off on the ES. On the long side, that is. Got to take what the market gives you. Yes, just slowly creeping up. So that should be a easily managed trade on the ES, guys. Easily managed. You're going to attempt along, your buy stop can go somewhere in this area on the YM. If you're going to take a chance at that. Obviously, your stop would have to start somewhere around that area. So still not a huge risk if you want to try it. Does look like it's consolidating a little bit. Just stay long on the ES, guys. That's all you got to do. Keep on just creeping that stop up a little bit. Everybody's got a couple targets off on the ES now, right?
Yep.
Everybody's got a couple targets off on the ES. Now you've officially had 10 minutes to manage that trade and several opportunities to be in the trade on the long side on the ES. And on the YM, you're still just being patient. In 23, again, we'll probably be looking for a 1030 reversal today. So show your stops up on the long side on the ES. Move those stops up a little bit. Lock in a couple ticks and sit back. On the YM, again, if you're going to have the buy stop in, your stop's got to start here. And that's the risk that you take on this trade. That's all there is to it. Now, the Crable short for both YM and ES could work well today. Hey, good morning, Odell. Good morning. Good morning. Good day to you, sir. Nice, Ramon. I thought Ramon was done for the day already. We gave you a gong already. Who was that we gave a gong to earlier? Ramon. It was Ramon, right? Is that right, Paul?
Was it Ramon? I know it was Corey.
Corey and somebody. All right, fine, whatever. We're gonna give you your target. Get that man a gong.
Wilbur? No. Maybe it was.
Way to go, Mr. Ramon. Get done, guys. I mean, seriously, on a two-way trading day where you don't see a lot of action, you might want to get done early. Get done early. Get a good trade in. You don't need 10 trades a day. Get a couple trades. Be done. Six. Now we start thinking, is the 1030 reversal coming around the corner? Kind of looks like it wants to set up to do that, right, guys? So that's got to be in your head. So what do? Well, if you want to trade the 1030 reversal on the YM, you just sell below this low here. Or sell out of zone. Or just take the sell signal if you think the 1030 reversal is rolling around. I would prefer to probably sell out of the zone since we are in uptrend on the ES. Probably want to sell below the pivot if you want to take 1030 reversal trade. Now, again, I do see that the Crable could be in full effect. Even on the YM, Crable could work really well, guys. So have those places marked out. At least have a line on your chart, right? At least just put a line there. Give yourself a line in the sand saying, okay, maybe this is a spot where I could sell heavier below that. It really would not take much for both, either one, the ES, YM, to turn back down to a downtrend. So we're still looking at this as a little bit of two-way trading, guys. Should almost be aggressive enough to treat this like an M. So really all this is on the YM, right? All this is on the YM is a breakout trade. That's all. So you know the risk involved in a breakout trade. If you don't get your targets on the upside, you got to reverse and go short. It's great. That's how breakout trades work, right? Hopefully you guys can follow along with that. On the YM, guys, this is basically a breakout trade. All right. So if you get filled on it and it turns around and takes you out, you go short. What a novel concept. That's how breakouts work. If you get filled on the long side and you get a target off, you squeeze your stop up. Simple, simple, simple. That should be an easy plan to follow on the YM for anybody to follow. That make sense, Coach Paul?
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. So this is an easy trade that you guys can look at on the YM with not a ton of risk. And that's about the only option you have right now. The ES starting to chop around as well. So for the actually on the ES, you could do the same thing right now. A little bit bigger
Risk.
A little bit bigger risk in the ES. A little bit bigger risk, but if the 1030 reversal goes below the pivot, I'm going to be a happy camper on the ES. It's like ridiculously slow, right?
I was just thinking the same thing in my mind. I started laughing because, wow, there's some patience.
I mean, really, guys. I mean, really, seriously. Either playing the first touch long, scalping these on the ES. You're either scalping the longs on the ES, or you sit back and you put your buy stop and your sell stop in, and you're done. YM, poof. If you want to scalp this, you are a magician. Now you can do it. It's possible to do, but shoo. Go ahead.
There's not a lot of room to play there, though.
Small sandbox.
It is a small sandbox. I like to see it break down on the ES. I got a trend line drawn on the 8 range. But Crable could work if it gets down there. If
like from here,
yeah,
this is what you.
Yeah,
I like that too. That's
I
actually not a
just-
bad
that's-
idea.
I'm
Let's
being
put that
patient. If
puppy
it
on
comes
there.
down there, that's more my style. So I'll wait. Just don't, I just don't
Actually
want to
not
play
a bad
this.
one. Yeah, not bad. Don't really have much like that on the YM.
No, the YM doesn't set up like that.
It's,
Just
it's not gonna stay here forever, guys. I mean, seriously. Easy play on the YM. Easy play here, guys. You know it's not gonna stay in this tiny little range. You know it's not gonna stay there. So sell stop, buy stop, sell stop, buy stop. Not complicated. Sell stop, buy stop. One of them will get hit. Both of them should get hit at some point. Again, you can do the same thing on the ES. Buy stop, sell it. Buy stop, sell stop. It's not going to stay there. A little bit more risk on the ES now.
there you go. Coach Hugo's playing the range.
Heading short for the 1030 reversal. Mhm.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in our trade room for live trade calls, just register at libertytradingclub.com for your free 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to our live trade calls in the trade room. You'll also be able to participate in chat to have your questions answered by a coach, as well as access to our live classes. After your first free 3 days, membership starts at just $149 a month. Please like, subscribe, and share.